The king going back to the Cavs. The LeBron to Cleveland rumors are officially reaching a fever pitch.
Olympic shocker in Milan. Ilia Malinin falters while the U.S. women's hockey team is dominating. The medal race is tightening up.
And later, the NFL's capping season begins. Who's getting cut, who's getting traded, and who's safe. All that and more right here on They Be Talkin'.
They be talking, 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 talking,
Welcome. Thank you. I am Shorty Bang Bang, the one and only. And with me again today is my good friend, the masked one, Dizzy. Hi, Dizzy.
What up? What up? What up?
How you
MLS
feeling?
is about to start. I am super excited for the Galaxy. You know,
yeah, you're geared up.
My team. That's my team.
Okay.
You know.
Well, maybe we'll talk a little more about your team.
Shout out to Cosmo for delivering flowers to the LA community during Valentine's Day. It was quite special to see on his social media.
Well, shout out to him.
No other mascot does that, by the way, in the MLS. Shout out to Cosmo.
Shout out to Cosmo. Man, a lot going on. Another week, fun filled with sports. Coming off a lot, so
a lot of craziness, a lot of disappointments, and a lot of strange deals. What are we starting off with, Shorty Bang Bang?
All right, well, we're gonna start with the one and only, the king. All right, let's get into the story that completely hijacked All-Star Weekend at the Intuit Dome. LeBron James is back.
LeBron James.
Hey, will he be going back to the Cleveland Cavaliers? Well, it started with a standing ovation and tears during a tribute in Cleveland last month. And now it feels like the momentum is a freight train heading back to the 216.
I don't think it's a sentiment anymore, Brooke. I mean, he's 41. He's been in the league for 23 years. Like he's been in the league forever.
Yeah.
He hasn't sustained a really major injury, so his body's held up. You know, the Lakers, I think, are ready to move on. I believe Kendrick Perkins was the first one to really highlight this on the show Get Up on ESPN, where he was basically saying he should go retire in the Cavs. Now, is that something that the Cavs want to do? I don't know. That's a huge money, contract. LeBron doesn't travel for free. We all know that.
No.
It's something that the Lakers kind of need to dump onto somebody else, because I think they're ready to move on and build the franchise around Luka. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so. We know LeBron doesn't do discounts unless it comes with a ring, and that's why the Cavs might be entering the conversation. They just traded for James Harden, and they paired him with Donovan Mitchell and Evan Mobley. They're built to win now. So I don't know, adding LeBron might mess up the mix or it might add to it.
I mean,
either
Donovan
way,
Mitchell seems to be excited.
Yeah.
What did he say? Mitchell seems to be excited. He was saying that the idea was special. Now, is that special good or is that special bad? I think the city of Cleveland would really like it. I think, if it's done right, I think it's something that could be positive for basketball. If it's not done right, we might have another situation like that. What was happened with the Clippers as of late?
Yeah. I just hope he doesn't do this whole announcement thing, and we gotta tune in and see just make the trade and go. Just go. We don't need to make a whole production of him going back to Cleveland. He already went back before. We don't need all that. But also looming,
we need the drama. We need the production. We
need the. He lost me the first time when we did the Miami one, and I was like, really?
We need him to try to steal the ratings. We do need him to steal the ratings. Yes.
I need him to just go.
I mean,
and let his son, Bronny, who's already in the league with him, and his youngest, Bryce James, he was a redshirt. He's a redshirt freshman at Arizona. Just let them take the. It's time for them to do their thing. The little kings, don't you think?
Well, if we're quoting the king, he said, "When I know, you guys will know," and that just says nothing to me.
That tells me he
nothing. That tells me that tells me that he still thinks that he can get significant games with Bronny as a Laker, and I just don't see that happening soon.
No,
Bronny is not really well developed as a player.
He's not. James, LeBron. He has. Is he a little delulu? Is he a little delusional?
A little.
Is all the hype into him now? A little, maybe.
A little,
maybe. Well, either way, we'll see what happens with LeBron. Bye. I hope he moves on to Cleveland.
As long as his retirement tour is nothing like this man's. Oh my goodness!
This poor man. Well, yeah. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about the end of an era. Just as All-Star Weekend was kicking off at the Dome, Chris Paul, whose previous home was with the Clippers, he officially announced his retirement. 21 seasons, 12 All-Star nods, and a legacy that literally changed the way the point guard position is played is now no more. But the Clippers, they kind of did him a little dirty, if you ask me. What you think?
I mean, the man had a legendary career. There's no doubt about it. The stats will speak for themselves. Second all-time in assists, second all-time in steals. NBA All-75 team, Rookie of the Year in 06, All-Rookie team in 06, 21 years in the NBA, 12-time All-Star, 9-time All-Defensive team, 11 times All-NBA team.
Mm-hmm.
What more can you say about CP3?
That's a lot of numbers. What more can you say?
He had a poetic homecoming to the Clippers, per se, and I don't know if he was too much in his head. I don't know if the team didn't realize what version of CP3 was coming back to them. I don't know if he was demanding too much of the coaching staff or the ownership, or maybe even turning the locker room against the administration, the coaching staff, the front office, etc. He is a union leader, so I don't know what agenda CP3 may have had.
Well, I know it didn't sit well with the players or other players. Donovan Mitchell called the situation BS, saying a guy of CP3's stature deserved a real farewell tour, not a mid-season release. But Chris seems at peace. He posted a heartfelt message saying, "I don't have the answer for how I feel, but I'm filled with joy." He's definitely ready to move on. I just think, the Clippers, per usual, can't get right.
Well, to which he also added, "I'm so excited to take on the next chapter and all the incredible things basketball has taught me."
Okay.
It's his number speaks for himself, because that's 12,000 assists, over 2,700 steals. He hit the 20,000 point mark, the 10,000 assist club.
No.
You know,
yeah, he's done all the things.
He has a Hall of Fame stat career.
Mm-hmm.
He just never won a playoff.
No, never going to playoff. Never got the ring.
Let me rephrase that. He never won a ring. He did win a couple playoff series with a couple teams, but he could never win any with the Clippers, which is what I remember.
What does that say? Well, he clearly had issues with what was going on with the Clippers, the coaching staff. It's rumors out there that he was going behind their backs and talking to the younger players and this and that. Look, they could have did it a little more gracefully. Either way, he's being sent off. He's being retired. He will go to the Hall of Fame eventually. What do you think his next chapter is going to be? You think he's going to be a sports announcer? You think he's going to coach?
He's going to get into some kind of podcast or maybe
I can see him
commentary type of situation. Yeah. I think to be 100% honest that he's going to take his time to figure out what his next step is.
Yep.
I don't know how well versed he is on the mic. I have seen him do interviews and he does fairly well.
I think he's pretty good.
But then again, he was being asked the questions. He wasn't the one doing the interviewing or the commenting.
Yeah, I could see him doing some commentating, maybe some coaching, but
I don't know maybe with his background with the union if he'll ever get a coaching shot.
Maybe he'll come on the show. He's got nothing else to do.
Hey. You know how to reach him.
I do. I do. Okay.
You do. You do. I know you do.
All right, Chris. I'm gonna hit your line. I'm gonna give you a call after the show. Okay, Chris. All right. All right.
Tell his story somewhere. Why not tell it here?
Because we gotta have a conversation. This ain't no average little whoop-de-doo basketball player. This is Chris Paul. He deserves a conversation.
And you're Shorty Bang Bang. Who says no to Shorty Bang Bang?
I'm just showing my respect to the point God. That's all.
You got free floor seats at the Lakers.
Listen. I got good friends, okay? I got good friends. What can I say?
Speaking of good friends, friends, let's touch a little bit, on this amazing women's team. They advanced to the gold medal game. The gold medal game is tomorrow in the morning for us, but in the afternoon for the East Coast. If we're watching it live, I'm sure they'll feature it in prime time tomorrow on NBC. They're going to face Canada in the gold medal round. They already beaten Canada, but Canada's not an easy opponent.
I don't know. They whooped them last time.
And the U.S. women have not allowed a goal in 5 games, which is insane. So we'll see if that holds up.
They're kicking butt. I'm rooting for them. Let's go. Get them, ladies. Get them. We're officially in the home stretch of these 2026 Winter Olympics. There's a lot of headlines. People are winning gold, and some are falling short. Literally falling short to getting that gold. Oh man, we have to start with the quad god, Ilia Malinin. Oh man, this was a heartbreaker to watch. In one of the most shocking upsets in figure skating history, the man who made the impossible look easy fell all the way to eighth place. What happened, Dizzy? What happened? I was on the quad god.
It was painful to watch. He attempted a quad axel. I believe it was a quad axel. And then he couldn't land it. And then two consecutive falls on 3 botched jumps. And the man who was invincible on the rink just seemed to slowly fall apart. Meanwhile, Mikhail Shidorov from Kazakhstan delivered, an unbelievable skating, and he won gold. And Ilia, ironically, was there to hug him, and he stayed to celebrate all the other performers, and that just shows the kind of character of the man that he is, young man at that. He spoke to NBC, and he had this to say regarding the support he's receiving after the falls.
So much love, so much support, and everyone was there for me, had so many different people reach out to me, Tom Brady, Steph Curry, Simone Biles, Snoop. I'm honestly just so honored for that, and I feel like it just made my day, honestly.
Aww.
And it's good that he's getting the support. It's good that he's getting the love. When asked upon, his return to the ice, which is going to be on Saturday, this is what he had to say.
To get back on the ice after what happened in the singles program.
It's honestly just kind of a relief, and something that I've always do on no matter what happens in the competition is the next day you have to get up and skate, because that's our job and that's what we do. So just looking forward to the gala, and I have something pretty special planned, and I think that I hope I can bring lots of emotion and lots of energy to the rink.
Shout out to Mike Tirico and NBC Sports for being on top of this story and the coverage in general. It's been a fun Olympic Games to watch.
Yes, it has been a fun Olympic Games. I'm wishing him luck. It was hard to watch him fall, but you know what? That's part of the sport. That's part of being an athlete. You win some, you lose some, but you live. You live to fight another day. What's that from?
Speaking of living to fight another day, we got to talk about Bruna Moura. We have to talk about Bruna Moura.
What a story. All right.
This young lady, we talk a lot about gold medals, but you got to talk about this story, Brooke.
All right. Okay. So this story, so look, Bruna, 4 years ago, was on top of the world. She had qualified for Beijing 2022. Then she overcome a COVID-19 diagnosis just days before the flight, and was finally in a van heading to the airport to go to Beijing. But then a tragedy struck, and a horrific car accident in Italy killed the driver, but left Bruna with 3 broken ribs, a broken arm, and a shattered foot. She's a cross-country skier, by the way. So let's see. So she didn't just lose her Olympic dream that day. She almost lost her life, which is crazy. She spent months learning to walk again, and then in a cruel twist of fate, she contracted a parasitic infection that cost her 25% of her vision. Most people would have hung up the skis right then, and I think,
but not Bruna, and she's been training, in the shadows of this accident for quite some time, and this woman just is the epitome of bravery, the epitome of guts. I mean,
because she's back in Italy.
She made it back to Milan on her own dime. Not the country support, not the Olympic Committee support, on her own dime. Through her own will, she qualified for the 10-kilometer freestyle. She finished 99th. It didn't matter, because when she crossed the finish line, she didn't just celebrate, that. She stuck around. She stuck around and celebrated everybody who came in after her, including and embracing Dr. Regina Martinez Lorenzo, the first Mexican woman ever to compete in this event in the Winter Games. This is just,
That's wonderful. That's magical. That's the magic of the game. It's a full circle moment.
This is what the games are about.
Yeah.
And if you analyze the pictures, it's the Brazilian, embracing the Mexican there at the end. But also hanging around is an Iranian skier and another American skier. And it's just like, wow.
See?
Like,
Yeah.
You
It's
know,
the love of the
that's
sport,
just
the love
love.
of the
And
athlete. Yeah.
then you got a couple of sweets that were coming in there as well. It's love. It's love, love, love. It's all kinds of love.
It's all kinds of love, and I'm loving it. I'm loving the sportsmanship. It's showing the world, hey guys, let's be cool. We cool. We cool. We really cool if we want to be, right? Let's support each other.
We are cool unless the Clippers are playing the Lakers.
That's happening on Friday.
So we
You
cool.
are not. You and I are
We
not
cool.
So
we cool
are not
until Friday, and then after that we cool again.
Yeah. Well, I'll give you a hug. But shout out to Bruna. Shout out to all the Olympians with the sportsmanship. I want to say real quick, I was tuning into some of the other sports, and I was just impressed. I haven't watched snowboarding half pipe event since whenever I last saw it in the X Games. Paid attention to it this time. It was the men's competition.
Oh, you mean
and
that?
I was blown away. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this.
They
were
that's
just
the gold
flipping.
medal round by the Japanese kid that won it all, and it was insane.
Doing the thing. I thought I was looking at a video game. I swear. I said, what? And they got so high in the sky, just flipping. And anyway, shout out to them and the women's team. Killed it. Another sport I loved and I got into was speed skating.
Oh, did you get into the speed skating?
I did a little bit. I was a little unfamiliar, but I was like, okay, it's like
I really
before
we touched the speed skating, I really got into the bobsledding. And the bobsledding was really like on point.
It's intense.
And
it's intense.
And you know who also got into the bobsledding? Saturday Night Live's Collin Jost. Take a listen to what his experience was like.
Is not prepared for the level of terror of this bobsled. I swear to God, I thought I was going to die. I thought my back was going to snap in half. I thought my bones were going to fly off my body and be littered all up and down the bobsled track. It was by far the scariest experience I've ever had in my life.
Look at that.
They had a test run in Lake Placid where the games were held back in 1980, and where some of the winter games or some of the preparation for the winter games happens. I thought that was just absolutely hilarious, because never in my life I thought that little man would dare do that. But it's not just the little men.
What about the big man?
Kelce
the big men are doing
the same thing. And as he says it, he hit 84 miles per hour on the last turn, and his 280 pounds multiplied by the 5 Gs were the equivalent to 1,400 pounds of pressure pushing to the bottom of the sled. That is insane. I don't even think that they do that much when they're taking off for the moon.
That's too much. It's too much going on. You know what I've learned about these winter games and the difference between the winter games and the summer games? The winter game athletes, they a little crazy. Nah. This is like extreme sports stuff. Are you kidding me? 84 miles per hour.
I think there's a couple rollers that do that for us here at like Magic Mountain.
Yeah, but it's not the same. It is not the same.
No, you're right. Because we're not prepared athletes. We're not prepared athletes doing this.
No, we're not. But I'm saying I think they are another level of an athlete, because these are extreme. And you're in the cold.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Now back to your speed skating. Very impressive, very fast. Especially the women, especially the woman that won gold in the 1,000 meter. 1,000
one of them
kilometer.
Yeah, it was 1,000.
No, 1,000 meter. Let me get that right.
1,000 meters.
Jutta Leerdam. She passed up her teammate to win gold. You know, you see her face will look familiar. You may ask yourself why.
Where's she from?
She's
How
from
we
the
know her?
Netherlands. But
Okay.
we know her recently because of her ice skating and because she won gold.
Yes.
But many people recognize her because of this dude.
Oh, there he is. There he is. That's her boo. That is
Mr.
her
Broken
boo.
Jaw in 2 places.
Miss. That is her boo. That is that's Paul, right?
That's Jake Paul.
That's Jake.
That's Jake.
That's Jake. I'll be getting them confused.
Yeah.
Jake has a gold medal winning girlfriend, and she was just booking on that ice. I said,
the Netherlands team has been quite fast on the speed skating aspect.
Yeah, they
won gold in the 500 as well, and they won medals in the 1500, which is insane because it's hard. That is hard.
It is hard. And I also just saw the team version of the speed skating. That's cool.
Oh, that looked insane too.
They're all in sync and
and pushing through, and then they're pushing each other, and then they're crashing into people.
Yeah, it's I'm looking forward to watching more. I don't know if that event is completely done, but I'm looking forward to more. I'm sure Jake is looking forward to more, watching his girl doing her thing.
Because he can't do anything right now. He's got a broken jaw.
He could cheer. He could cheer, and he can hold her up, pick her up, just like he just
in
did.
Fact, if I have any advice for Jake Paul, quit boxing, bro. Just quit. Join your brother in WWE.
That's a whole another topic.
We
should
also mention that Logan Paul was in the news as well.
Yeah, he was. What was he on? He was talking to Tom, the GOAT, Tom Brady, right? Yeah, he was talking to Logan Paul, or Logan Paul was talking to Tom Brady on the Impulsive show this week, and let's just say Tom didn't come for pleasantries. He was talking a little smack.
It was brutal.
Yeah,
it was definitely brutal.
It was brutal.
They're trying to hype up the upcoming Fanatics Flag Football Classic in Saudi Arabia, and listen to what Logan had to say to Tom, and then Tom's reaction. We're just gonna grab a little piece.
Okay. Barkley
and Justin Jefferson.
A flip off the top rope. I was an all-state linebacker. I rushed for 1,200 yards, 19 touchdowns my senior year.
Y'all had a great pass. I won 7 Super Bowl. Who don't gives a You know what matters? This game, March 21st in Saudi. I'm glad you're finally going to participate in like a competition that matters.
This guy's insane.
Tom definitely not having anything that Logan Paul is selling or spitting, not recognizing him for his athletic achievements.
He's not having it. He's not having it. He literally looked him dead in the eye and said, "The WWE, that's cute." Quote.
Can you believe he said that's cute?
Very cute is what he said. That's cute. Very
cute. Do you think they're setting up something for WrestleMania?
Absolutely.
Do you think Tom Brady is willing to get into a ring since he's part of the ownership group of the Raiders?
What's the Raiders got to do with it? What do the Raiders have to do?
It's in Allegiant Stadium. It's in the Raiders' home.
If I was writing this story, yes, they are definitely setting something up. Why not?
Like it's all clicking. Like, I don't understand how this is how nobody picked up on this. Like, when this happened.
Because they're not smart like us, Dizzy. They're not smart like
they not like it's cute. It's cute. Yeah, you're not gonna say that, Tom, when you're standing next to like the Undertaker, who's 7 feet tall and 300 pounds. Like, come on, Tom. Come on.
So what's your opinion? So you think the wrestling, WWE is more of
wrestling is cute. I think wrestling is quite athletic.
It's not cute. It's not cute.
It is a scripted spectacle because they're telling you a story.
Yes, they are.
But what these athletes do in the ring, they tear people up. They tear themselves up.
They do a lot.
You know,
they do a lot, and
Logan may
they
not
have a
wrestle as
schedule
much
too.
as others. Logan
Yeah.
may not wrestle as much as others, but he is an athlete and he has proven himself in the ring. Now,
Absolutely.
does him proving himself in the ring constitute him being good in a flag football game with professional football players?
No. It's apples and oranges. No.
I'm
but,
sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I agree.
No.
I agree. Well, Tom and Logan are going to be facing off on the field on March 21st in how you pronounce that? Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. They're gonna be
Riyadh, Saudi Arabia.
Riyadh.
You gotta learn these words because we're gonna be traveling to Riyadh.
I know. I gotta, because we got some flights to book. I'm gonna just say Saudi Arabia. Tom is captain of the Founders, and Logan is leading the squad of current NFL stars. And Tom already tweeted that he's mad now and plans to not just win, but he's gonna dominate. Okay.
Can you imagine Tom Brady dominating this game and then all of a sudden he becomes the
This
Raiders'
is a
next
flag
quarterback?
football game, right?
Yeah, but what if Tom Brady comes back and becomes the Raiders' next quarterback?
This is flag football, right?
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yes, flag football.
It's flag football. But
Dizzy, you sound like a chopped and screwed trap. What?
No, it's on your end. Whatever.
No. It's not on my end. Anyway. But it's flag football. Either way, it'll be entertaining. I don't think they're gonna get too crazy with it. But it's a spectacle. Nice to watch. Something nice to watch. Moving on. Since we're going from Tom Brady, flag football, let's talk about some NFL update and rumors. Capping season. What is going on here? All right. See, the Miami Dolphins, they've turned the page. They burned the book. They've officially released Tyreek Hill, along with Bradley Chubb and James Daniels, in a massive salary cap massacre this past President's Day.
It is a seismic move by the Dolphins, and we're talking about a 5-time All-Pro who turns 32 in 2 weeks. But Brooke, Tyreek is coming off of the devastating injury, and you can't help but say that the Dolphins are right in making this move to move on from Tyreek. But it's not the right move to just cut him and not get anything in return. You're losing out on multiple, He's still under contract, so there's a cap hit of about 50 million lumen for 2026. And that's just, speaking of Tyreek and Bradley Chubb. And then there's the rumor that possibly Tua is next on the chopping block.
Tua's next. Yeah.
And if Tua is next on the chopping block, what's left of this Miami team? What's left of the Miami team that we saw 2 years ago that was making a run at the NFC East?
Sounds like they're trying to rebuild something. Is there a new head coach going on? Is there a new staff coming in? What is going on?
There's a new head coach, there's a new GM, and they seem to be they seem to be just trying to get rid of everything that was from the previous era. But I don't think that getting rid of every piece is the answer to a successful future.
Probably not. You might want to keep one or two of those pieces. But with Tyreek, he is coming from these injuries. I heard they might be looking at Kansas City. He might go back there. I don't know. A little fishy. I'm happy I'm just not a Dolphin fan right now, because that would have pissed.
Well, the Fishies, or the Dolphins, gave up a lot of draft picks to get Tyreek Hill. A lot of draft picks. And
what are they going to do?
and they currently don't have those draft picks to move forward, because they gave them up to get Tyreek. So this is a bizarre move.
This is bizarre,
unless they're thinking that they're going to get compensatory picks, which are given by the league at discretion, I don't see it. Like, I don't see them rebuilding quickly.
No, it's going to be a minute. It's going to be a minute to rebuild. Shout out to you Dolphin fans for hanging in there. Shout out to my Uncle Win. May he rest in peace. This was his team, and he would be shaking his head right now.
No,
well,
the only one that they're not talking about getting rid of is Jalen Waddle, and that's just crazy. That's
still
just crazy.
Standing. He's the last star standing in the receiver room. Well, maybe there's a plan in place that we got no clue of. I'm gonna just wish him the best.
Oh boy, yeah. Speaking of wishing people the best, I wish these 4 ladies the best, as they are about to jump into the Elimination Chamber.
Hey.
Alexa Bliss, Asuka qualified this week, with Tiffany, Stratton, and Rhea Ripley qualifying the week before. We just didn't get around to talk about it, and now we got 4 of 6 that are going to be inside the chamber.
Ooh.
The chamber is a very destructive element, and these ladies are going to be caged in together, eliminated one by one until one is left standing.
Damn, this is
intense. This is hardcore.
And the winner. Oh, go ahead.
And on the men's side, Cody Rhodes and Javon Evans qualified this week. Randy Orton and LA Knight qualified last week. These are the 4 that are for sure going to the chamber on the men's side. And if we thought the women's match is brutal,
this one
with all these heavyweights in there, I feel bad for Javon, who's a new member of the Raw roster, relatively young, getting in with all these vets. I hope he survives.
That's who you're rooting for?
I expect great things from Javon Evans, but I don't think he's going to survive. No, in fact, if I've got a dog in this fight, it's Randy Orton, because he's
an OG.
He's an OG.
He's OG. Well, at least the new kid gets a shot at it. So the winner of these elimination chambers goes to the Rumble?
A championship match at WrestleMania.
Oh.
It's a lot at stake a week from Saturday.
Okay.
In Chicago.
Where does this where do you watch these matches at? Is this on Netflix? No.
Well, Raw's on Netflix, SmackDown's on USA, NXT is on
where do you see the Elimination Chamber?
And then the PLEs, Elimination Chamber, WrestleMania, and all that is on the ESPN plus. Another one. You gotta put another one. You gotta pay for plus. They one of those plus right out here. I'm not signing up for nothing, Dizzy. You just gonna have to give me the notes and the recap. ESPN. You gotta watch it. You gotta watch it. You just gotta watch it. I'm sorry. If you don't see it for yourself, you're not living it. Like.
No,
I'll tune
in. What's this? Oh, MLS.
This weekend, the
Represent?
start of the MLS season. Key matchup. I hate to say it. LAFC hosting Inter Miami. The match is so big. I
want to watch this.
It's not even played in LAFC's own stadium. They're playing it in the LA Coliseum.
Oh wow, they went old school LA on it.
They went old
bigger.
school.
Is that a bigger stadium?
The Coliseum fits close to 80,000, where LAFC Stadium tops out at like around 1920.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Are you going?
Hell no, I'm going to the Galaxy game. I got principles. I don't see that other LA team.
I tried to trick you up. You got it. LA Galaxy. So are you going to the Galaxy game?
Oh, I will be there next to Cosmo. We will be there at kickoffs at 4 p.m. local, 7 p.m. Eastern. It's the Sunday night Apple TV special.
Okay. All right. Who are they playing?
Most matches, or actually all matches, are available on Apple TV with the MLS Season Pass. And a couple of the matches are going to be on Fox. Cincinnati and Atlanta is going to be on Fox. And then Seattle, Colorado is on FS1. Shout out to everybody who's covering. Shout out to my boys who are producing. Shout out to the cameramen who I know a lot of. And it's opening week for MLS. I am excited. The Galaxy play tomorrow in Panama for the CONCACAF Champions Cup. That's a completely different tournament. That's a completely different story. That's a completely different monster.
Now, Dizzy, are you going to be wearing this? Or is this a preview of the fit for opening day?
This is a preview of the fit. I'll have my scarves. I'll have my scarves. I'll have the flag. I'll have everything. If you see me playing a drum with the ACV, I'll be there too.
It must take you forever to get through the security line then. If you bringing all that. No. You got the fast pass.
I got the hookup.
They know who you are. They know Dizzy.
They holler if they hear me.
I gotta get to one of these games. I gotta check it out live. How long is the season run through?
From now until October.
October. All right, got some time.
There will be a break of about a month in the middle because of the World Cup.
World Cup. Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
We're just gonna mow on through these games and enjoy the best out of the season.
Yeah. And I'm gonna catch a few live. Well, at least one live, and I'll catch a few for sure on Apple TV.
I got a trivia question for you.
Oh.
Do you know what happened on this day, February 18th in 2006?
February 18th, 2006. Let's see. I was in college. That's what happened.
That's not the trivia question. What major sporting event happened?
Oh, sporting, right? Because we're talking sports. I don't know, but something tells me Shawnee Davis won gold in the 1,000 meter speed skating race at the Turin Games.
That's right.
Yep. The first Black athlete to win gold in an individual Winter Olympic Games. The first one to win. He became the first man to win back-to-back gold medals in consecutive Olympic Games in Vancouver in 2010. Shout out to him. Thank you, Dizzy, for that Black
Shout out to Shawnee Davis and making history and making Black history. And we're recognizing you in Black History Month. You are, my friend, a standout athlete. First one to win back-to-back gold medals in the same event ever in Winter Games. That's something that you would have thought would have happened at least once before.
I mean, yeah, since he was the first in 2006. So you mean it took all that time to the millennium?
He was the first African American to win individual gold in 2006.
Oh.
And then he was the first individual athlete to win back-to-back golds in consecutive games. And he
was the first individual athlete to win back-to-back. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Yes. Because we had the Russian hockey team win like 5 or 6 consecutive gold medals in hockey back in the day. Yeah. But those are team sports. That's not individual.
Yeah. Well, shout out to Shawnee. And shout out to all the Black athletes and the athletes of color who are in the Winter Games this year. Making that history. Dizzy, this show is about to be history.
Why?
What do you mean, why?
Yeah, we're having so much fun.
I know.
We haven't even talked MLB yet. Like Mike Trout's going back to center field. Ohtani has an eye on Cy Young.
We don't care about that.
I mean, there's a lot still to talk about. Like, you cutting me off?
I gotta cut you off, man. Oh, but I did want to bring this one thing up since we're in the Olympics. What is this I hear about a condom shortage? It just popped up on my feed, and I said,
"Oh my goodness, yeah."
What they doing?
Rumor has it that the 10,000 allotted condoms for the athletes are
They're gone?
No longer.
They're all
and
gone.
There's still a week of games still left to play. Like,
oh my goodness.
There's something going down at the Olympic Village, and it's
another
not protected anymore.
It's another event that well, hey, at least they're participating safely, right?
They were.
I don't know. The Olympic Games. Who's the condom sponsor? Is it Trojan?
I
know. I don't expect you to know that.
To be determined.
I'm just saying.
All I know is Trojan's only good ones, and a Bruna is for life.
What?
That's a little shot at your USC trophy.
I know what you did. That was clever, but yeah, we're gonna not acknowledge it. That's where we're not gonna acknowledge it. But shout out to the athletes for keeping it safe out there in Italy, right?
Sure.
Yeah. Well, look. Or I can't even get the words out. You're gonna hit the gong on me. All right. Well, that's it for today. LeBron, he's flirting with Cleveland. CP3 is officially a legend in the rafters. And the NFL landscape just changed forever with Tyreek hitting the market. And the Winter Games, they're not over yet. And neither are we. Well, we are for today's show. But we'll be back next week. So follow, like, and subscribe to the channel. And we'll see you back here next week for the Olympic gold medal fallout. Dizzy, do we know who's winning in the medal race?
Norway so far.
Norway. All right. Well, shout out to the Norwegians. Shout out to the Norwegians. Shout out to you, Dizzy, for joining me again this week. And
hopefully we'll be talking about a Galaxy win next week.
Yes, I hope so. I'm rooting. Yeah. All right. Thank you for tuning in. This is They Be Talking, and we're out.
They be talking.